everyone, and welcome to another edition of Mrs. Cford Vlogs. Thank you for joining me today. I'm Stephanie Crawford. It's great to have you here. We're going to talk today about the game Werewords. Okay. Now, what I love about Werewords is that it is a hidden role game that takes only 5 minutes. So I know right now Among Us is a huge craze with a lot of our students. And it's that hidden role element that they love, right? It's not knowing, we all have this role to play, but I'm not sure if you're the imposter or not. A lot of board games already exist that had that premises in it, that are hidden role games. And that's actually how Among Us was formed. So Werewords takes that same thing, that same idea that we have these hidden roles, that there is an imposter, that we have to try to ferret them out. It's going to mix with our content. And again, it only takes 5 minutes. So let's dive in and take a look at how we play Werewords. Werewords has really 4 roles, essentially. There's the werewolf and the seer. Those two are the hidden roles. So whoever is assigned those roles, that's the ones nobody knows who they are, and everybody's going to end up trying to guess who that is. Everyone else is a villager, except for the mayor. Okay, now in the actual game, the mayor has a double role. Everybody knows who the mayor is, but then the mayor also has a secret role. To simplify it for your class, you just have the mayor be the mayor. They don't have to have a secret role. If you're doing this digitally, I would suggest you are always the mayor. It makes it a little easier to plan and go forward. If you're doing it in class, have your students be the mayor, because the mayor is going to end up being the one that is answering the questions that we're going to hear about. And so it will take a certain mastery of the content to be able to answer the questions, as well as the mastery it takes for the students to ask the questions. So this is a great game for content review, or even to see your formative assessments, how they're doing with it. Do they know what they're doing with it? All right, so when you assign these roles, with the mayor and the seer, since they're secret, the way to do this in a large class setting that I might suggest would just be to take pieces of scratch paper, fold them up. So if you have 25 students, you have 25 pieces of white paper folded up. And on 2 of them, one of them says seer and one of them says werewolf. When you pass these out, they're folded. Nobody can see what they have on the inside. Everybody opens it to look. And if it's blank, they know they're a villager. If it says seer, they know they're the seer. If it says werewolf, they know they're the werewolf. That saves you some work on that end too. And they can be reusable. Okay. You could also put in a sticker if you wanted to, whatever it is that you want to let people know what those roles are. If you're online doing this digitally, you could easily go into Google Classroom and send a private message to 2 students. One, you're the werewolf, one, you're the seer. You don't have to have a big setup ahead of that. You don't have to have an escape room or a breakout room set up in Meet or in Zoom to do that. All right, so as we get going, you know your roles, right? If I'm the mayor, let me tell you the narrative really quickly here. You're the mayor of a town. The werewolves are terrorizing your town. There's a secret word that will make all the werewolves go away if your villagers say it. But for some reason, you just can't say it. You have to have them guess it. So you are silent in this game as the mayor. So if your student is the mayor, they're not allowed to talk. The villagers and the werewolf and the seer, who no one knows who they are asking yes or no questions to try to guess the secret word. Okay. Now, obviously, the werewolf's going to try to throw the villagers off the scent. So the werewolf knows the secret word, but is going to try to get them not to guess it. The seer knows the secret word, but wants to help the villagers, so is going to be trying to guide them to that secret word. The way I might pass out the secret word in class, by the way, is what they do in the game. The game is app-based if you play the actual game, and it just says, close your eye, everybody close your eyes, werewolf, open your eyes, and then they look at the secret word. That's what I would do in your classroom. I would say, everyone close your eyes, werewolf, open your eyes, show them the word. Werewolf, close your eyes, seer, open your eyes, show the seer the word. Again, that way it doesn't take, you don't have to have multiple programs. You're not trying to figure out a brand new system for that. It's just that simple, close your eyes and we'll do this. All right, so the mayor, the werewolf, the seer know the words. The mayor is silent. You start a timer for 4 minutes, only 4 minutes. In that 4 minutes, everyone is allowed to ask you yes or no questions. Only yes or no questions. In the game, it comes with yes tokens, no tokens, maybe tokens, and then if they guess the word correctly, the correct. You can just use a sticky note. Write yes on one, write no on one, right? Maybe on one, and then you can just say it's correct when they guess it correct. So you don't have to have anything special for that. Just use your sticky notes. My favorite teacher resource there. Okay, so they're asking you questions. Now, in the classroom, you can have them actually asking you in person if you want. You could also have them typing it in a back channel chat, which is projected in your classroom, and you could be reading the questions as they're asking them and then showing your yes or no sticky note, or maybe sticky note. All right, so during this 4 minutes, if anyone manages to guess the word correctly during that 4 minutes, then the timer ends and the werewolf reveals themselves. Now the werewolf has a chance to win. If the werewolf can guess, and in the game it's 15 seconds, you can adjust what you need to for your age level and for your group, but you have 15 seconds as the werewolf to guess who the seer is. If the werewolf can correctly identify the seer, the werewolf wins. It doesn't matter that the villagers got the word correct. However, if the villagers go through 4 minutes and can't get the word, now's where their chance to win comes in. So at this point, nobody reveals themselves. At this point, they all talk and they have 1 minute. Again, you can adjust, but 1 minute in the game to guess who the werewolf is. If they're able to correctly identify the werewolf, then the villagers win. So there's that opportunity to flip your win there, which I really kind of love, and the students seem to get behind that too. So if the werewolf is on the brink of losing but can guess the seer, they win. If the villagers are on the brink of losing but they can guess the werewolf, they win. So this is where it comes down to, you also have to be careful if you're the seer or the werewolf. You don't want to ask too many guiding or misleading questions because it's going to be obvious who you are. So there is a lot of fun packed into that 5 minutes, but also your content. So as you're doing this, those words could be review of things that you've done in multiple subjects. It could be from last year. It could be something you're in the middle of now. It could be a person. It could be an event. It could be a thing. And those questions that they ask can be, is it a fruit? Is it a gas? Is it a liquid? Is it a person? All those yes or no questions. So it's great for engaging with your content. It can be played at the beginning of class, the end of class, middle of class, that first time you introduce it, maybe 10 minutes to play. After that, you've really got your 5 minutes. All right, I hope you've enjoyed hearing how you can bring Werewords into your classroom. Once again, if you wanted the actual game, they do make a Werewords Deluxe that's for 20 players. The original Werewords here is for 10 players. But with what I've shown you, you can do it all without. You can do it all on your own. You could also have 2 teams formed and see which team gets through the most words. So have like a competition in your classroom and which team gets through the most words in a certain amount of time. All right. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you'll join me again on another edition of Mrs. Cford Vlogs. Have a great day.